Hey, it's DJ. Welcome back to PickWrung, my Dwarf Fortress fort. Let's go ahead and get started in episode 12. Okay, we had just put a memorial tombstone down here for Ilral. We have a small dwarven child who put down that stone is now playing make-believe right there. Since I see that child playing, I want to make sure I have toys. I only have 12 toys, so let me put in an order. We're getting bigger rock toys. And they are making some miscellaneous toys, but I would just like to make sure that we have enough toys for all the little dwarves. Okay. So we'll make that. One thing that I did get in my video chat was something I had completely forgot about. For my soldiers, right now, if I come in and I look at their equipment, let's go into... Okay, so I have the breastplate, the helm, the greaves, the gauntlets, the boots, the steel shield, and steel short sword. Now, between the breastplate and the gauntlets, I don't have any protection on my elbows. So I'm gonna go ahead and fix that. So let's go ahead and put an order in for steel chain, steel. What is it? It is a mail shirt. There we go. We want forge, steel mail shirt. There we go. And I think we have 6 in one group and 5 in the other. So we'll forge 11 steel mail shirts. That will cover them from their shoulder to their wrist and protect their elbows. I had completely forgot you can layer armor and layer clothing by assignment. So let's go ahead and unpause, get some of those toys made. We also are at 112 population right now, and if you remember, go down. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 80, 120 bedrooms. So we're getting kind of close on our bedrooms. So let's go ahead and build out another bedroom set for dwarves that are future dwarves. So let's go ahead and put another batch right in here. How about right here? Yeah, right here is fine. Let's do that. Okay. So I am going to take this all the way down. We want something right here. And we want 14 by 11. That'll give us our hallway right here. Add in some entryways. Let's do another one, 14 by 11 right here. Okay. We just need the one more. I guess I could be doing all of these at the same time, but what I found is I tend to, once I start going bigger, easier to mess up. Not that you can really mess up too horribly in drawn bedrooms. You can mess up horribly dealing with water, sure. It's one of the big dangers of water, is it's easy to wipe out your entire fort just by thinking, oh, I'm going to do something easy with water. Speaking of doing something easy with water, we should do something easy with water. Tempt fate. I was thinking about the difference between like this Dwarf Fortress and say a game like RimWorld. And in Dwarf Fortress, I have my giant growing population, and it's harder to keep track of individuals a lot of the times. And sometimes you just get to a point where it's just the mass, all the dwarves make up your civilization, and knowing their particular wants, needs, and everything like that, you get a little bit more distracted in building out, say, bedrooms all the time, that sort of thing. And you might not pay attention to an individual dwarf as much. While in RimWorld, since you only have 3 or 5, or if you're playing really risky, 1 person that you're taking care of, you get to know that individual really well. And you really have to pay attention to their wants and needs and everything. One of my RimWorld playthroughs, I'm playing with 3, and I have a virus, a plague going through right now, and it's just taken 2 out of the picture. So I only have 1 person that can do any work. That RimWorld playthrough is probably near its end because of that type of event occurring. And that's one of the big differences that I see between RimWorld and say Dwarf Fortress. You're just looking at a different scale and focusing on a slightly different thing. So it really depends on what you enjoy. What do you think is the fun part? Because if it wasn't fun, why would you play? Okay. So we have those rooms dug out. We're prepared to dig out. We have people hanging around in the library, reading some of the books that we have. This is a voracious cave crawler parchment quire. Written on the item is a manual entitled Common Sense Observation, authored by Obak Dumat-Tog. It concerns methods of empirical observation in astronomy. The writing is somewhat self-indulgent, and it has a touch of melancholy. Overall, the prose is not awful, but not very good either. We don't have any scholars and librarians yet of our own. Let's see if we have any. We do have legendary mechanic that's not in any type of group right now. So let's go ahead and make Captain a scholar. What's good to do is take people who have a lot of knowledge in something and put them into your library, and they'll think about the thing. So Captain's going to think about mechanical equipment, and eventually they might get a idea, and that idea might create spur them into creating a book. Now they are going to need the materials to do that. So let's put Olin in there as well as an adequate mechanic. You kind of want the scholars to talk to each other. Let's see what we have. We do have Okay, we do have a couple choirs that we bought that are empty. We should probably make some scrolls. We should have a bit of parchment. Let's go see. Sheets. We have 14 sheets right now. So let's actually go make some scrolls. Rock. Scroll rollers. We need something to roll the scrolls onto. Let's go ahead and make 10 of those. What I'd like to do, I still have a lot of metal, like this limonite sitting out on the floor, this lignite. What I'd like to do is I'd like to get a quantum stockpile going. We started to set one up, and we didn't actually assign any wheelbarrows to it. We're making some masterpiece toy hammers and axes. That'll make the kids happy. Do I have any? Yep, I have a couple minecarts sitting around. Let's go ahead and add a new route. Go ahead and pick this one. Let's add one of these empty minecarts here. This one is going to be stone, and it's going to be all metal ores. We're going to take from here, and we're going to kill all that. Okay, so they should start taking the metal ore. Once that minecart shows up, now we should start seeing metal ore get on this minecart, and let's just validate this one real quick. Has no wheelbarrows. It's not collecting from anywhere. Anybody? Ah, hey! Alright, cool. Got some sparring. Growing attached. Toys are all made. So what I'm going to do, we have this Doctor's Guild Hall. I want to put a stockpile, just a single stockpile, custom, and I want finished goods, all, none, toys. So I'm going to go to our other main stockpile. Okay. The other option here is basically what you want to do is you want to put your toys somewhere, and your kids should congregate there. And see, like we have the chest of toys, and we already have a small child playing with a shale mini forge in the Doctor's Guild Hall. What you can do as well is, if you want to, depending on what you're focused on doing, you could set up. Now, okay, so why did I do that? If there is anybody hanging out in the guild hall talking about medical stuff, giving a lecture on suturing, if my kids happen to be in here playing with the toys, they will hear that lecture and get some skill. So I need more steel. So you can decide what you want your kids, where you want your kids to hang out easily by where you put your toys. So you could, if you wanted to, you could come up and put a toy bin in the barracks, and your kids will watch the battles and the practice sessions and listen, and they will learn how to fight, which is also a good skill. So strawberries are growing in. let's... They are not done yet with the... Let's go ahead and update the equipment because we've made a lot of the stuff, but we're still making stuff. I may not have ordered steel shields on that last order. Let's go ahead and steel shields. And we'll need them to get a move on making more steel. Now what I'm thinking, I need... Oh yeah, fly women. Okay, this rock. It is a female rock. It will lay rock eggs. I did get a question in one of the comments about the rock. They had noticed that the rock had lost its training. So the rock is currently in the cage here. It's not in a training zone. I haven't put a training zone here. So my trainers will only come and train the rock when the rock is untrained. So they came, they trained the rock, then they left, then the rock became untrained, and then they came back up and trained it. So if I were to move the rock to a rock paddock, someplace to hold the rock, and then I set that as a training zone also. This is kind of dangerous area that we're dealing with here, because if they go untrained, they might start creating mayhem if my trainers get busy, trainers die, they are just not paying attention. So I'm gonna put a rock training room out here. That's dangerous. Good thing I checked on that. And that tree's getting a little close. So let's solve that. Clear some of these trees from around our building. They're easy access points. And then let's clear that one out too. Construction wall. What I'm thinking is maybe right in here, we build an outdoor rock training pin. Something like that. We'll go ahead and we'll put a cage trap right here. And we'll put a door right here and a door right here. We'll put the rock in. Anybody coming into our fort that's not for a trade is going to have to pass through the rock room. And they will be maybe rocked. We'll see. Let's rock. Okay. Still need bars, making the metal. What we can do as well is we can build construction. Let's just set up. I'd like to chop down that tree too, but it's right up next to where I just chopped down a tree. And if you chop down two trees that are right next to each other, one of them is going to collapse and they might hit your tree chopper dude or lady. Labash wants to join Trumpet League. Labash Trumpet League. Let's Let's go look at Labash. Nope. Nope. There we go. Labash is a bard. Labash has 5 children. Creative, bad with words, the same sacrifice, temperate, recovers slowly. No, that's all right. Labash. Sorry, Labash. Like we got our bedrooms. Got some, looks like some nice jet over here. I like the jet since it makes the black furniture. PR. Let's start down here with the rooms that... So this will put us at 160. You get those gemstones out of that wall. So zone that. Multi-bedroom. Give us... I missed a batch. I only carved out 30. I need to carve out one more. Ah, okay. Here we go. Good catch, eyeballs. Genius. Okay. Cut off that little nubber there. That would have played havoc with our math. The bar is pretty much empty because we have so many dwarves running around collecting rocks. So our legendary Toulon, our legendary furnace operator, is got into a mood. Where are you going? Are you going to the metal crafting? Alrighty. You could become a legendary metal crafter. And you're making something out of steel. Are you making a weapon? Let's go pop a roof in here. Maybe PR, a couple doors. And let's unlock this again. Getting some sprinkles of snow on the ground. want a farming. We want a nest box. Say right there. So we get this roof in. And all the vomit cleaned up off the roof. Has created Doc Evud, a steel bed. She offers it to the Theater of Emeralds. Wow. We'll have to put that in the king's chambers. Kind of cocky for me to assume I will make it all the way to a king, but okay, see, the stray rock forgot its training again. So that's fine. They're not in a training room. They will be. They will be. So we're going to... They're making those doors for those bedrooms downstairs. So we're going to just pop these doors in a little faster. Let's take a look at... Okay, so we got some steel shirts and we have some shields. Turn off my ramps. Oop. We have a nest box. I'm going to go ahead and put down pin pet pasture. Like that. And... you know, I am gonna not do that backwards. So let's remove that. Let's put down a animal training zone first. And why am I doing that? It's a layering thing. So I have like over here in this pin pet pasture, I have a training zone layered on top of the pin pet pasture. And so when I go to this one and I click here, I have so I have a gathering area first, then I have the pin pet pasture. So the gathering is on top, so it shows up first. So in order to get to the pin pet pasture, I always have to hit the arrow key to go over there. So here I have a gathering area, a training zone, and now I'm going to put in a pin pet pasture on top of that. Okay. I'm not going to assign the rock here until this door is in, and we have to verify that it's trained. And what we should do as well is we should go and make sure that we have animal training. And we're going to, that's all you're gonna do is animal training. I want this to be as safe as possible because once again, let's look at, they're semi-wild, caged. So they are trained right now. She feels patient after being confined. She feels gratitude after receiving food. She didn't feel anything while in conflict. She was afraid of experiencing trauma. But let's go to health and description. A bird of prey so large and ferocious it dwarfs many dragons. So just because of the size of Slow Rust, renowned grizzle. She's incredibly skinny. Her feathers are white. Her skin is black. Her eyes are black. Just because you're so large? what I'd like to do too is let's make a steel statue. Just make one. Slow rust, renown grizzle. Oh. Oh, okay. So I just said make one of slow rust, but I could specify a new image, creature, historical figure, slow rust, renown grizzle, the rock. Let's take a look here. It's laughing. It's screaming, suffering, traveling, weeping, withering away, offended, terrified, melting, praying. It's laughing. Okay. Construction. Let's put some paved road. Something like that. Then let's put a statue. Okay, I'll have to wait for the statue to be made. A loth. Loth is a bard, cheerless, intolerant. Loth has some materials, some reading materials. This is an ocelot parchment scroll. The rollers are made from carnelian. Written on the item is a guide entitled A Meditation on the Mountain Home, authored by a Loth. Ah, so they wrote it themselves. It concerns the fortress, polished construct. Overall, the prose is passable. You know, you're a writer. Let's go ahead and have you come and join us. Okay, so we need to, this is all filled up. So we need to edit our and then we'll need to edit this stockpile. Bituminous coal and lignite. Okay, so this stockpile got filled up with all the bituminous coal and lignite. They weren't dumping it, so then they stopped collecting all the other stuff. So let's go take a look at C. Semi-wild. We can make it a guard rock too. Is our room ready? Is our front porch ready? Is our warning statue ready? Animal grew up. Piggy grew up. Need more steel. Oh, that looked like you ran because we're being visited. Yes, we are being visited. We have the giant Kias are back. Tikwa. Adequate fishermen. No, no, no. Door is locked. Gonna finish making our patio. Somebody chopped off a wing. Why is something is up? I bet. Okay. There is a hole from one of those trees I chopped down. Somebody. The keys are inside. How deep inside are they? We need to find the hole. Chop down. There was the tree there, but we covered it up. Right there. Right. That's the and my keyboard just died. Let's go fix that real quick. Hey. Oh, confirm. There we go. It did not die. It was just, there's another Kia coming in. Dang nabbit. Okay, they got that one. He's about to come in. Going for... coming out the hole. Chasing that Kia. Come on, thank you. Okay, so I don't have any pedestrians that are fighting, which is good. We have 4 left. They're all outside. Could have been bad. Been really bad. There's been a rock in the way. Seems like I need to... Where are you? Who are you? Where are you going? Visitors ready to leave. Okay. What do you have on you? Nothing. Okay. Yeah, you should have worried, look terrified. You should be terrified. Did you get him? No. Yes. 3 left. 1 citizen is stranded. Somebody climbed up on the roof. Just unlock this door for a minute. I'll let you come back inside. There you go. Lock the door back up. They like freaked out and ran up onto the roof. Trapped himself. Some shields. So now I'm gonna go ahead and assign partially trained. Rock room. going? Store item in bin. What items are you storing in a bin? Where are you going? What are you doing? Ah, so what happened is this road, the corner of the road was over the water. When the water thawed, it destroyed the whole section of road. So, so let's not build the road over the water. I'm wondering, is that steel? Here comes the rock. Here comes slow rust. I am suspecting, yep, as I suspected, we don't have any more flux-stone. We've used all our flux-stone up, so we're not making steel. So we need some more chalk. Let's do something like that. Like that. It's one small little air pocket, like when I cut down that tree and they got in. One small little air pocket like that can end your fort, surprise you, and it's all over, and you didn't even, we're like, oh, huh. Okay, so our rock is hanging out and laying rock eggs. And we don't have a male rock, otherwise we'd get baby rocks. But we are getting rock eggs. And the egg weighs 100. So this is some Willy Wonka stuff right here. So do we have anybody that has... No, we don't have anybody that has eggs right now. But if we come and we look at eggs, let's look at a duck egg. Duck egg weighs less than 1. So that giant rock egg is a 100-pound egg. Meal fit for a king. Okay, so the rock went and did the thing where they lost their training. So maybe that was for naught. Semi-wild. It's really dangerous training and trying to get some of the animals. I had a pack of unicorns wipe out my entire fortress a while back. You know, I'm also looking at a problem, but we'll get to that problem here in a minute. Okay, fortunately, my sword master is pretty skilled and is dodging and blocking. Here comes the rest of my troops. Dingo woman poet has been found dead. Oh no. Einem. I was always seeing Einem doing a bunch of work. Okay, Einem. You are Einem Tegridos. Not showing up on this list yet. Okay, so we'll need to figure out why Einem died. So let's add a new task. To grave a memorial slab to Einem Tegridos. I would. Yeah, let's go ahead and take a musical break. Wow. Okay, so now we do have a vile forces of darkness have arrived. Okay, I'm going to just for right now, I'm going to pull you back inside. Guess not. Alright, everybody's coming out here. What? You know, this rock is, So we have a sword. We have Lycot's arm. Is laying on the ground here. And his sword and shield. Alright. So what we're gonna do for right now is we are going to make an emergency. It's a bad decision, Ripley. Bad move. Hopefully. Let's see. Okay, I need a miner. Sure. Onal has been found dead. What are you? What and the what? Onal is fighting. Who are you fighting? The mace dwarf strikes the hammer dwarf. We'll roll the mace dwarf. I have a bar brawl, a raid. Yeah, there's food all over the ground here. I have an elf sleeping on the floor. My dwarf take up all the rooms? Am I out of room? Which elf was that? Sleeping on the floor. This is Lacey Heldroar. Yeah, I know there's more important things right now, but we're just gonna deal with this thing. Lacey. Give you a bedroom. Stomach. Need sutures. Okay, the surgeon's working on you. Been evaluated. Are you gonna die before you lost an arm? Okay, the dogs are fighting. Dog attacks the sword dwarf? Okay, so this was a visitor that is being attacked by the dogs. Ayneth. Interday martial trance. I need this hole. I need this wall taken out right now. I have a child stuck outside. Okay, thank you. I have a hallway full of blood. Come on, kid. Okay. Well, it looks like at least the raiding party decided to not come in. Okay, so I have May Onal. Well, there's a lot of dead parts out there. Oh, I guess it wasn't that they didn't decide to come in. It's that we wiped them all out. Yep. There's all the goblins fighting. The wrestler attacks the human scholar. Wow. Okay. I'll just go collect all this pieces and parts and stuff. It's probably pretty dangerous to do that right now because this river is they're gonna be crossing this river. So let's not do that yet until the river completely thaws. Okay, well. And our pup is seriously injured. Play stand lost. Okay, they are getting diagnosis. Let's check and see. Enable Dwarf vet. Allows animals to go to the hospital and get treatment. You can use up your thread pretty quick. Everybody's running out to finish this little bit of road. Gather some of this stuff on the ground. A little bit of mad excitement. Somebody's stranded up on the roof. We're going to unassign. Well, let's let people. Looks like one of our dwarves is hurt. Take the dog off the chain. Okay. Lycott. You know, Lycott. His right elbow. He has a very deep voice. His left upper arm is gone. You know, I think you're going to retire, Lycott. Yep, you are our militia commander. Okay, we will leave you in the military, but you're gonna be on home duty. You know what we could do, Lycott? We can make you... Let's change you to captain of the guard. And let's have someone else step in. Your second in command. Then we'll have... Okay. Well, best laid plans. Dwarves and elves. Okay, so now we have a captain of the guard. So let's go make a jail. We need we have one for Einem. Slab raised in room of Einem. Died peacefully in the year 54. Okay, so Einem just died. Just was like, okay, I'm dead. I'm gonna curl up here on the floor and die. Died of old age. Yeah, I don't know what the lifespan of that type is, but here's Einem. Let's go ahead and put slab royal to Einem. Let's go look at our. Okay, so we have Hillerall, Einem, and Ming. So let's figure out why Ming. Store own item 2 injured. Okay, we have all of our spell is still feasible. Okay, we are starting to get okay, so we need to deal with these little spooges of water here. So that's our. Ooh, we can't deal with those spooges of water in a very nice way. We cut down trees over our. Lovely. I guess I could close that down. Can I put a floor down? Or will that be destroyed the next time ice comes too? Let's do something like that. Let's put our. Oh yeah, we don't have the steel to put that up yet, so that statue has not been made. So we're just gonna keep. Okay. So I think. Ooh. These Kias, man. So I think the key is you're stealing this other stuff. River is thawed now. Might as well. Yeah, that's exactly what the keys are doing. Coming down. What did you steal? Nothing yet? Just being a crazy little bird. Crazy little giant bird. You're looking for something to steal. You want something. I'm guessing the other 9 stole some stuff already. You're just looking for something to steal. Okay, enough watching you. If you're gonna steal something, go ahead and steal something. I have a feeling maybe we shouldn't do you as the captain of the guard. I just have a feeling. Couldn't even take his armor off because of that arm. We'll have to figure out what to do with our rock. Looks like we're short some swords. You get the steel production going again. Okay, shields are done. Okay, you're getting some shields. We need, as well, we need to update our equipment list. So what we can do here is, let's go into details. We're going to add a new body wear. I'm going to say a male shirt. And we're going to say steel. And steel elbows. Confirm and save uniform. Okay. And then we are going to equip, update equipment. We're going to assign the uniform. And we're going to say everybody is now steel elbows. Everybody's going to run. Got some mismatching of some items. We still need some steel. Still have Lycott sword, steel shield sitting in the rock room. We will have to figure out what to do with this rock at some point, but not today. Felt adoration after giving birth to triplets. We got a baby. The Countess. The Countess has had a baby. There's the baby. Zoom in. Zazit, the Countess of PickWrung. She is a child, Nish. 10 Thunders. She feels adoration after giving birth to a boy. Nish, the dwarven baby. Nish is incurious, emotionally distant, slow to love, ungrateful, frail, thrill seeker. Sounds like a great... 0 years old. And they're currently saying, "Kama." And she is, where are you going? Where are you going? She's cleaning. She's out there. The Countess is out cleaning the road. Okay. Lycott can't do anything. I think Lycott's in trouble. We have a giant rat downstairs. Lycott can't take off their clothes, their armor, because they're too injured. So we're gonna have to give Lycott some time. All right, let's... So we're starting to get some unhappy people. I can understand why. Rock statues. I'm gonna make 4 rock statues. Yeah. We will make them out of rock, and let's make them out of jet. So, what I need to do is wooden pipe sections. 4 of those. And wooden, enormous wood screws. 4 of those. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna start placing down. I want a misting machine in our bar. So I have this room here above the bar. This is going to be a mechanical room where we are going to be able to mill and actually mill and get some dye, which I've been talking about forever. And we will also put a mister in here that will put mist down in the bar. There's nothing that makes a dwarf happier than looking at a waterfall. And the mister is basically gives them that same feeling of a waterfall. Remnants. Just throwing clothes all over the floor. So we'll put a mister here, and we're going to build some windmills up here on the roof. I see you, and I see what you're trying to do. I'm not gonna fall for that again. Some migrants have arrived. We'll take a look at our migrants here. Okay, let me put in the floor. Okay. Labor. Do a little cleanup, maybe. Can. Okay. Udib. Animal dissector. Disdains competition, not creative, altruistic, thoughtless, developed empathy, and fearless. They brought a Keat. We have Caton, glassmaker, high master glassmaker. That will come in handy. Values harmony, disdains sacrifice, single-minded, not creative, rude, seeks harmony. Values harmony and seeks harmony. That's a good combination. We have Asmel, a diagnostician. Quarreler, poor memory, stubborn, disdains peace, fearless, not greedy. We have Irith, a ranger. Disdains truth, extravagant, flights of fancy, musical, high willpower, resist sickness. We have Ubal. Ubal is a high master gem cutter. Ubal disdains eloquence, poor intuition, disdains cunning, poor spatial sense, slow to hate, and overconfident. We have Olan. Olan is a woodworker. Values peace, disdains perseverance, good spatial sense, strong, poor focus, recovers quickly. have Alath. Alath is an armorsmith, talented armorsmith. Disdains romance, corollary, good focus, poor kinesthetic sense, quick to love, and leisurely. We have Itib the Sow. We have Itib the Sow and Itib the Soapmaker. Okay, disdains leisure time, disdains knowledge, seeks harmony, overconfident, cheerless, bad with words. Are you Itib the Bunny? No, you're Stinthat the Bunny. Mebzith. Mebzith is another animal dissector. Creative, good memory, extravagant, obstinate, poor analytical ability, poor spatial sense. Rith disdains cooperation, creative, not inclined to abstract, good intuition, tough, poor analytical ability. We have Vukar, a mechanic, disdains martial prowess, disdains perseverance, developed empathy, values tradition, non-envious creative. We have DeCoste, a miner, disdains friendship, values peace, good memory, poor spatial sense, recovers slowly. We have Dayton, adequate stone cutter, adequate stone carver, disdains self-control, high social awareness, seeks harmony, patient, not musical, not creative. We have Bomrek, musical, developed empathy, not creative, good memory, fearless, and a loner. They're bringing their pet bunny, Lead. I was going to say, is that it? Nope. We have Lore, extravagant, disdains skill, a weaver, talented weaver, creative, flatterer, weak and stubborn. We have Unib. Unib is not a migrant, it is just hauling a skeleton. We got Kogan. Kogan is a woodcrafter, high master woodcrafter, overshares, resists sickness, high social awareness, poor focus, bashful, and zany. We got Dusum, a legendary fisher dwarf, disdains cooperation, good memory, tough, overconfident, impatient, poor spatial sense. We got Cybrek, a clothier, adequate clothier, values harmony, values cooperation, incurious, strong, patient, and high willpower. They brought their dog, Tekud. Is that it? Is that all? Got a horse. Okay. Cooked a masterpiece. Ooh, Mouthful's starting to make some high-end foods now. Okay. We have a floor over the hole that we created. That tree's getting close too, but that tree doesn't have. Let's do that. I am going to go back to my animal trainers. Since the rock and roll did not work. So now we have some dogs, bunny, okay. Then we have what we should do. Oh, since we got another KV, we need to check our KVs. We're going to geld build. Don't want a bunch of KV pups. And let's go to the aviary. Just noticed there's a skeleton in the aviary from our visitor, who was carrying a legendary mace, it looks like. This is an iron mace, all craftsmanship. The highest quality is encircled with bands of alpaca bone. This object menaces with spikes of crendel bone. So this stockpile got set up to take chalk. They loaded some chalk into it, which is unfortunate. All I wanted was my chalk up here in this one. And hopefully they're not grabbing the chalk and taking it back downstairs. The Forgotten Beast, Linny Mephiovera has come. Gigantic feathered lobster. Its 3 narrow tails and is slavering. Its deep sea blue feathers are patchy. Beware its webs. I want your webs. Where are you? There you are. Okay, it has wings. It can fly. It has webs. It is on level 13. My web room is on level 24. We still have that fire breathing. Somewhere, might still be around, just off the visible map. And then if I unlock this door, everybody's gonna run out and try and collect webs. Okay, we're not gonna deal with that right now because I wanted to build furniture slab. Okay, we got the body out of the aviary. Our aviary is getting a little busy. We'll need to increase the size of our aviary. I'd like to capture. Why are we fighting? Okay. Linny is fighting giant cave spider. Webs and webs. Okay, so Lini was triumphant, killing the giant spider. Look at those webs, giant cave spider webs. I want webs. What's going on? Let's not have a dead body sitting around in the library. Deek Eftod. Just bad things happening. Okay, who we got? Onal. Okay, that's Ming. Let's... Onal. This is a memorial to Ming. This is finely crafted rock salt memorial to Ming Thobam. The slab reads in memory of Ming, born for, bled to death, slain by the dog Raitek in the year 54, slayer of Godin Voice Iron. Okay, all of our statues are ready. We got some pedestals. Let's put a display. That. Statue. Let's go upstairs. Put a... I can't put a statue on the road. Sad. Just have to do it a little differently. Just put a floor there. What are you going out to? Kia skeleton. Okay. Okay, let's statue. Here there be rocks. Furniture. Statue. We'll put our Mr. say over here. So what I'm doing is I'm putting down statues because I'm going to be pouring water mist onto the statues, and I don't want the dwarves walking underneath it. So we'll put these statues here. We will pop some holes in the mechanics room. And we will build some machines, screw pumps. Look at that. This is a jet statue of a lion tamarins. The item is an image of lion tamarins and jet by Libash. One petition outstanding. Guild Hall for the Guild of Inking, Craftsdwarf's Guild. Farmer's Guild. Metalsmith Guild. Meeting area. New Guild Hall. Craftsdwarf's Hall. Floor. Linne is fighting a cave ogre. She wants some spears. We also need to give our sheriff, captain of the guard, the main police officer, we need to give them some a room, an office, a bedroom, a dining hall, general setup. We also need to build out a prison. Clear that out. Let's go ahead and build out a prison. We can do it over here. Okay, so we want an office, a dining hall, and a bedroom. And a way to get to all those. And then we want a little path in. And let's do it like this. Let's clear some of that out. That's fine. We'll build our okay. Okay, so we have 10. Let's just go ahead. Yeah, this is fine. These are the cells. Okay. Something like that for our prison block. With the sheriffs and an entryway. We put some doors and traps and stuff here. Okay. You wanted spears. You wanted 2. Let's do steel spears. I'd like a group of military with spears. It's good for forgotten beasts because you're at a distance. Keeps you at a distance. Okay. Let's put a gear here. We're just connecting there. One there. So I'm thinking maybe okay, if we come in right here. Ooh, good thing I saw that. Okay. How about right there? Another gear assembly right here. And then we will connect those two. Connect those two. And then we will so basically what we're doing is I'm going to put, hopefully, there is wind here. Okay, the rock is now wild. So now I have an angry, he's all flashy, an angry wild rock. What I'm going to do is I'm going to unlock this door. And I'm going to watch him for a second. And I want to see if he makes a run for it. I don't want to watch Etib. I want to watch the rock. Etib's gonna, woohoo! And I'm gonna lock the door again. Because I don't know what that little kid was about to do. Now I'm gonna Unlock the door. Come on, rock. Little kid's coming in hot. Going away. Okay. We're not gonna mess with that, I guess, for right now. The Baron Consort. Royal visitors. So they're going to the stoneworkers workshop. Okay. Lovely. Everybody using the shortcut to get to the tavern. We're gonna need iron chain. Who's fighting and why? Okay. Lini is fighting a troglodyte. Okay. Vertical axle. They've started their work. People join in, they sure are not grabbing rooms. Aloth Lycott Bard. You have a room to sleep in. Go sleep in your room. So I'm just hoping that we have wind. some windmills up here on the roof. My phone is going crazy. Okay. Iteb, the soap maker, has created Kithalanius. Kud Etal, a hematite Mingthul. She claims it as a family heirloom. Tell me about your Mingthul. This is a hematite Mingthul musical instrument. All-crafted dwarf ship is of the highest quality. It is encrusted with round hematite cabochons and octagon-cut clear tourmalines, and encircled with bands of round hematite cabochons. Iron, giant Kia leather, and feather wood. This object is adorned with hanging rings of sheep wool and menaces with spikes of hematite and iron. On the item is an image of Azure Doctrines, the Reign of Passes. The hematite Mingthul is in steel. The Mingthul is a large handheld glass musical instrument which uses a wooden pump to send water into a chamber, ultimately supplying air to blow through any of 240 ceramic pipes. The musician directs air through the chosen pipe by playing a metal keyboard. All of the pipes are flue pipes. The instrument has a 6-octave range going from a low to extreme high pitch. The instrument has a quavering, brittle timbre. Okay. I'm going to, and I'm going to go ahead and remove this hidden dumpster. I think we have a different one. Let me make sure. Rooms, places, zones. We do have a garbage dump. Where are you? You are fine. Go back to our windmills. Ban on exports. Okay, we do have wind. So, when we get this last windmill in, it should transfer down to this axle. Comes down to this gear, across this axle, to this gear, across this axle, to all of these pumps. These pumps suck water from one side and push water out the other side. So, through the magic of dwarven engineering, this can make us a misting machine. I did a little overpower it. I have more windmills than I necessarily need, but that's a-okay. Okay, coming in the summer, we should get the humans visiting, and we should get wagons this time around. Okay, so let's go. This one's operating. Everything's moving. Everything's moving. Okay, so I have the mist machine is working. It just doesn't have any mist in it. So I'm going to do a pit pond. I'm going to do it over these two. And we're going to dump a couple buckets of water. One bucket. Once we get enough water, the water should suck up into this one and dump down here. Suck up into this one, dump down here. Suck up into this one, dump down here. Suck it, and it makes this loop of the water, 2 buckets of water, looping around, making mist. Okay. So I'm going to remove the zone now. We have a mist machine. Oh, there's the mist. And now our tavern is filled with mist. This will make our tavern people much happier. We're down to 29 mids, 4 not so happy. Alrighty. We're at 131 for size. We need to finish off these bedrooms. PPR. Mad clicking. Zone it. Bedrooms. Multis. Chests. Yes, I can template this. I know I can. I decide not to. I find this part of the relaxation of Dwarf Fortress, especially after the hectic stuff we've had happen in this episode. Just need some calm, relaxing, placing furniture time. Let's go back and look at where our prison, it's the state of our prison. I'm sure there's some sitting crimes. Okay. Let's need doors. You know, I should put down some floors first. And these ones. Okay. And I want these. Let's get all that. Let's get that. Get that. Put in some walls to replace all this stuff we just tore out. Okay, we did get, guessing it's the humans. Showed up in the summertime. Human caravan from Usmanon. We want rope chains. Oh, we're missing a wall there. That wall. Missing a wall there too. Oh, it's just haphazard. Ape strike relics. Human Hammerman. Visitor, Wolfman Astronomer. Discuss the sun and season. The visitor has come to study or heard the brass home is the place to perform research. He was content after discussing water displacement, discussing the pulley, discussing heliocentric model. Okay, let's try not to kill anybody. We should make that a little safer and put a wall and a door on this side too. They did bring their wagons this time, so wagons can make it. After all that road. Okay. You want to buy a rock? Untrained rock? Kill you on the way home. Okay. Take your bars. Some musical instruments. They do have a turkey hen. Turkey is one of the good birds. It does both eggs and produces leather. So you get two for the price of one off of turkeys. It does come in a metal cage, which is, oh well. I don't know how we're doing on barrels, but they have some cheap ones, so. Some gnome blight. Yeah, I know. It's kind of tricky to deal with gnome blight for actually dealing with gnomes. Take a lot of work just to hurt some gnomes that have come to raid your fort. Should probably check on our picks and might need to make some more picks. I know I just had another miner join. These are all large for a human. Yeah, I do have some, but we can make some. Save us some stone for building chests for people's rooms. Blade weed. What are we doing on seeds? 1,000 seeds. Grow some of our own capers. Lentils. We can have some lentils, some garlic. Now that they're bringing wagons, there's a lot more stuff. Should I? I have a lot. I have a lot of cloth and leather. Maybe I'll just buy some cloth. Oh, nice. That one's nice. Excuse me. Since I don't have my own cloth industry going, really, other than a couple of silk from the webs I am getting, I don't have a silk farm going. It'd be nice. But I have the gemstones to buy things with. Yeah, I could be, like they're making all these rings and figurines and stuff, and I could be putting gemstones on those as well. But at this point, I'm doing all right financially. Get some rainbow trout. let's just get all the thread. Now that people seem to be getting hurt more frequently. There's some kangaroo cheese in there. We don't have a paper industry either, so. Okay, all these rings and scepters and figurines, bracelets, crowns, amulets. Rough, rough, rough. All the made stuff, and that's rough. Some of the cheap gets us at least into good. How many more you gonna want? Highway robbery. If you hear that little chime in the background, it's the ring doorbell stuff going off. Have another baby. Sexual militia captain has given birth to a boy. That's highly dangerous, having military having babies. So basically she's going to spend a year waiting for this baby to get to be a child, and carrying a baby. She will run into battle with this baby, and that's not a thing. If the baby, something happens to the baby or something happens to the mama, bad things. So we are going to have to swap Sasgul out of the military. Bring in somebody new. How about... try Vukar? Vukar doesn't appear to be in a relationship with anybody right now. Sustains martial prowess. Interesting. It's funny how they're all using this. The Countess Sazit Moral Mokez of PickWrung meets with the human royal keeper of the seal, Mothik Osho Kiktu. Greetings, noble dwarf. There is much to discuss. Such a pleasant place you have carved out for yourselves. The world is same as ever. Additions. Status of Rakust Leopard Pillars. Rakust. Am I just not seeing Rakust? You hiding at the bottom? Yep, you are hiding at the bottom. You have some writing material. Dwarf Without Limits. Something you wrote. It's not good either. All right. Adel has been reelected. We need to put a scribe. Let's do Kel. Okay. We have some scrolls. What happens is the scribe will copy any written material that you have. One of the challenges with libraries is that people who are come in and do some research, they'll absentmindedly have it in their inventory when they leave your map and they've just stolen one of your books. So it's good to get a scribe to start making copies. Let's finish off the... Let's go look at some migrants. Mouthful, Stonecrafter, high social awareness, good memory, good spatial sense, disdains martial prowess, poor focus, bashful, high master Stonecrafter. Sodal, a trapper, good memory, anxious, good focus, disdains harmony, bashful, not inclined to create art. Got a dwarven child, Tobal. Disdains commerce, disdains truth, disdains cooperation. Creative, ungrateful, values peace. Sounds like a piece of work. Solon, dwarven child. Values self-control, values competition, low self-esteem, high stamina, prone to discord, poor social awareness. Okay, I was going to say, so not the normal 20. Alath, a peasant. Has some medical skill. Disdains skills. High stamina, tough, values tradition, poor spatial sense, disdains commerce. We got Asin, a woodcrafter. Tough, pusillanimous, good memory, values tranquility, extravagant, overshares. Accomplished woodcrafter. Oostooth, herbalist, high willpower, high social awareness, developed empathy, good intuition, high kinesthetic sense, and cheerful. Happy-go-lucky person. Os, accomplished glazier, talented glassmaker, disdains eloquence, resists sickness, good analytical ability, disdains merriment, creative, intemperate. Udib, soap maker, adequate soap maker, good focus, developed empathy, brawler, altruistic, weak, and creative. A-tier disdains family, good with language, low willpower, values self-control, low stamina, clumsy, talented bowyer. They have a spouse of Thob, and they disdain family. Thob lives here. Here's Thob. Thob values tranquility, high stamina, weak, poor analytical ability, a loner, artistically inclined. Wow, we have a loner and somebody who disdains family in a relationship together. Sound like they will get along spiffingly. Moldath, gem cutter, gem setter. Disdains fairness, values independence, fact-oriented, disdains truth, good intuition, and orderly. Nomal, novice mason, disdains power, musical, disdains law. Covers quickly, low stamina, impatient. I need to get that prison set up. Okay, that's all of our migrants. Let's see, did they have any... goats, chicks, calves. Okay. We have another emu. Goats, calves. Gonna need to make a bigger aviary. Did I not make a... Okay, I did. It's like I only see onals out here. Like a millstone, jet. That's what I want. Let's do right there. And we also need just something like that. Lycée wishes to join the Theater of Emeralds as a citizen. So Lycée wants to become a citizen now. So sure. Okay, let's this is asking for trouble, but Kogan wants to become a citizen. Basically what I'm doing is I'm smoothing the walls, and then I'm going to carve gaps in the walls. I think I'm out of microline. Just have a feeling. Giant fly flying around, scaring people. I am definitely running out of microline. Let's go look down here. I think I got all the microline that I had on that. There's a batch here. I think what I'll do is I'll make another batch of bedrooms right here. Grab the microline from that. Actually, we're at 146 for our population. Should probably go and look at why there's some unhappy people and see if we can fix it. I mean, they're not, there's only 4 of them and they're not crazy unhappy. I misdrew something. Let's just fix it. Oh, the failure. I feel like a total failure. All right. And fixed. No more failure. A lot of rooms. Maybe what I should do is also I could carve out and I could scrounge some of that microline from these walls in these bedrooms here too. Or maybe I should change stone to something else more findable. I never did in DF Hack you can do a prospecting and it tells you all of your materials and where they are. It's a pretty, it can expose you to some things that you some mysteries. Can kind of tell you where things are in digging down in different levels. So I didn't use it on this one at all to see what my most common stone is. Everybody is wanting to become a citizen, so it's all these people you just want to entertain. Whim. Let's go look at Whim. Human Bard. You're a legendary clothier. What? Alright, so I think I'm gonna let them go and mine out those bedrooms. And I think I'm gonna call it for this episode. Appreciate you guys joining me for episode 12. Extra long episode today. It looks like I went a little bit longer, like an hour over what my normal episodes are. But I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.